I really don't want to get out of bed. It's crazy. My sleep schedule is so bizarre because no matter what time I go to bed, I wake up around the same time every single day. I go to bed at 3 o'clock in the morning, and I find myself waking up exactly at like 8:30 to 9. Like 8 to 9 o'clock in the morning every single day is typically the time that I wake up. And the sun is always bright. I always seem to get the apartment. Every place that I've lived, I've always seemed to get to the place where the sun shines through the window, and I just naturally wake up because of that. You know what I just really noticed? You can really see my freckles here. Look at that. You can see freckles. I have freckles. I love freckles. You know what really pisses me off is when I see women put fake freckles on. Like, I'm not telling anybody what they shouldn't or shouldn't do, but I hate it when I see a girl with fake freckles on their face, you know, with makeup. I don't know, it's like an insult to people who actually have freckles. I have freckles all over my arms. But yesterday, what happened yesterday? Oh, my dad was finally discharged, so that was good. We'll see how long he'll actually be able to stay at the house. He was in the hospital for, I think, 40-some days, and he was supposed to be out the first week. And I need to go over to my parents, like, within the next hour. I need to get up here. And I need to go to my parents, and my mom asked for me to help her set up my dad's IV thingy. And, like, my dad's walking around the house now with, like, a feeding tube and a keg stuck in his body that feeds him food, and he can't have any physical food other than, like, liquid food stuff in his bag for, like, 2 months. So, like, I can't imagine not eating normal food for 2 months, not being able to have any normal food is just... But in some better news, actually, my neighbors moved. You know those really, you know, the neighbors that I made like 2 videos about. The guy got in my face and started screaming at me and getting really mad at me because I told his wife to shut the fuck up because she was screaming at 6 o'clock in the morning because they were fighting or something. I don't remember the exact context of the video where I made it, but they finally moved. I'm so happy. No more screaming, no more fighting, no more threats from them to me. So I'm happy about that. So yesterday was September 23rd. It was supposed to be the end of the world. Today is September 24th, 2017. And here we are, living another day, ladies and gentlemen. It blows my mind at how gullible people are. Not only that, how many people buy into this end of the world spiel every single year. Every single year, we have a new predicted date, a new predicted doomsday, a new predicted rapture. And these religious folks buy into it. It's a scam. It's a fraud. It's a cult. It's a way to manipulate and get people to blow their money on these books about the end of the world and the rapture and predicting what day is going to be I can't believe people are still, after all these, the past 30, 40 years, people have been predicting this. Preachers have been predicting and writing books on the end of the world for years. And yet people still buy into it. I truly don't understand. Like, at what point do you have to acknowledge and see that this is bullshit? Here we are, September 24th, guys. A lot of people were asking me yesterday when I made my video on Big Bad Words PewDiePie why I was wearing a tinfoil hat, and it was just to make fun of you know, September 23rd. Because, you know, maybe if the aliens did come rapture us and take us away, me wearing a tinfoil hat would disrupt those frequencies, that teleportation. Who knows? I just find it so silly that years upon years have continued to go on despite every single claim of doomsday, and nothing's ever happened. Like, you still buy into this stuff every single year, then you're truly a moronic idiot to buy into something that it's used to just garner attention, garner money, and scare people, essentially, at the end of the day. That's what I feel like most religion does, is it tries to make people afraid. And you shouldn't be afraid of anything. You should be afraid of nothing in life. I say that as I have a few fears myself, but like I'm overcoming personal stuff. I'm going to be learning how to do scuba diving relatively soon this year, because one of my biggest fears is water. Not necessarily, I can swim in water, it's fine. It's like going under the water and staying under the water. Because there was an instance when I was really young and I almost drowned. And from that time that I almost drowned, I don't know, being under the water scares me. And I want to learn how to do scuba diving because I want to expand my photography to do something that is a bit more challenging. That would be underwater photography. I already have some underwater video camera stuff and equipment, but as of now, I don't have the confidence to go, like, you know, swimming under the water for 60 seconds with a camera, because it's just like, I get so scared of being under the water for a long duration. Well, 60 seconds isn't that long, but you know what I'm saying, guys. And I know that if I do scuba diving, and I get certified to do scuba diving in downtown Seattle, swimming in the Puget Sound, that I will overcome that fear. And when I was reading reviews of the scuba diving place, it's like the best in the state, essentially. They specialize in helping people overcome their fears of swimming. And I think underwater photography is one of the most unique types of photography you could do. More so than landscape. Like, I love landscape photography. If you don't follow my Instagram, it's DD Sulzbach, double D, and then my last name, SULZBACH. And I want to expand on my photography, and I want to maybe eventually start selling prints, because I've had people request me to sell prints. And I have a few print-worthy photos that I've taken. The problem is that because they were taken so long ago, I don't have the original high-resolution photo that I originally took, because it was taken years ago. But photography is definitely a passion of mine. Traveling is definitely a passion of mine. And it's something that you're definitely going to see more of on this channel as time goes on, because, you know, I get bored of talking about controversial stuff every once in a while. That's another thing Another thing about my channel on YouTube is that people always say that my channel's not growing. It's not. My channel doesn't grow. It doesn't matter how many subscribers I gain. I lose subscribers every upload, and that's the subscriber glitch. That's the YouTube. I get that. But I can't gain subscribers. Even if I get a highly received video, even if the video gets 100,000 views, I don't gain any subscribers off that. And part of the reason I don't believe I've gained subscribers is because I do what a lot of people don't do. I do constant variety. Like, you see these channels on YouTube, right? They make movie reviews, they do video games only, they do controversial videos only. And I'm not like that. I'm someone who, I have to have variety in my life. In my life and with, you know, my side income, which is now YouTube. I don't do YouTube full time, although I wish I could. With the adpocalypse, I had to change some things in my personal life in order to make money elsewhere. But I think it's really important that, for me, that I constantly have variety in my life with YouTube. That means a vlog like this. This is considered a vlog. Whether it be me filming a gaming video, whether it be me streaming, whether it be me making a controversial video, whether it be me reviewing a new food product, right? The problem with my channel and why it won't grow is because I do variety. And a lot of people don't like variety. People who watch me get pissed off when I make a food review video where I'm, you know, in a car eating a new product of food, or when I'm playing a video game, or when I'm not doing what they want. And I'm not the type of person to pander to people. I've gotten past that point in my life. I don't care to pander to people. And I'm going to do ultimately what I want to do on this channel, even if it doesn't bring me money, even if it doesn't bring, you know, new subscribers, and even if it causes people to unsubscribe. I have to have variety on YouTube, because if I stick to one thing all the time, this is what people don't understand about me. If I stick to making controversial videos about the same, you know, news all the time, what's happened in the media, big controversial stories, I get bored. I get fucking bored, guys. That's why I have to change my content. That's why I play video games all the time. That's why I stream. That's why I make cooking videos. That's why I eat food in front of the camera and review new products. That's why I get video games. That's why I review movies. Is because I have to have variety. I have to have variety. I can't do the same thing anymore. Now, this channel essentially started off as a channel about religion. Okay? And that's where I got the large majority of my audience are people who wanted to watch religious content or who wanted to see anti-religious content. But I rarely do that anymore because it's not interesting anymore. I'm not passionate about it. I don't care about it. Despite me talking about religion a little bit earlier in this video. But you know what I'm saying. Like, I don't want to dedicate my time to make videos on things that I'm not interested in talking about anymore. I've moved past that. Atheism is not important to me. I don't give a shit about atheism, even though I'm an atheist, agnostic atheist. I don't care. I don't care what you believe. As long as you're not hurting people, as long as you're not infringing upon people's rights, I don't not give a shit what you believe. It's called growth. And people can't seem to accept that growth happens with people, and people move on from things that no longer I don't identify myself as, a atheist channel anymore. And people have to accept that, and people will leave this channel because they're upset by that, and they have done that. Trust me, I've lost so many subscribers when I announced that, like, religion isn't my thing anymore. I'm not passionate about talking about it. I wish people could I wish the consumers on the other side of the screen who are watching me could understand that, They could understand that people that they watch, YouTubers that they watch, they change, they grow, and that if you want to keep consuming their content, you have to accept that about them. And if you can't accept that about them, then you should leave the channel, unsubscribe. And a lot of people have. And that's fine, that's okay, that's good, I'm glad. I'm glad, but I'm disappointed at the same time, because it just goes to show that people are not willing to let other people grow and change and mold into somebody who they're meant to be later in life. I mean, I started on YouTube when I was goddamn 16, guys. I'm 25 now. That's 9 years. A lot's changed since then. Probably been a while since you guys have been here, right? It's been a long time. Look at that. I don't know if he's going to be in here right now, so I don't want to show him on camera if he doesn't want to. Hello.
Hi.
Oh, look at all this. I don't even know what this stuff is. What is this stuff?
That is called peplamin that goes into your dad's feeding tube.
Oh. Oh my. I think they came over yesterday and they set this thingy up. But I guess the little IV tube thing is having problem, like the wheels are not working properly, so I'm gonna try to make a path in the other bedroom because it's all carpet. What are all these things?
This is his vitamins, pain medicine.
Those are some big pills.
Yep, that's called sodium bicarbonate, which you have to have sodium bicarbonate.
Do you have to take these every day?
Several times a day.
Oh
These have to be dissolved. This is my trusty little crusher, pill crusher. Crushes all these pills. In order to get the sodium bicarbonate, has to go along with this stuff called pancrelase, because this won't dissolve without the sodium bicarbonate. So you have to crush these up, put it in water, and then put this in and wait 10-15 minutes to dissolve, and then you put it in the big syringe, and you put it in his gas J tube. So that's pretty much vitamins, pain meds. Yep. And this is liquid Tylenol that you can't buy.
Wait, liquid Tylenol? That's a thing?
It goes into the, yeah. But you can't buy that. You have to get it from a pharmacy.
Why? Why can't you? For institutional use only. Interesting. I didn't even know they made liquid Tylenol. That's fascinating, actually. It's been so long since they've seen this kitchen. I think the last time they were in this kitchen was when I made those meatball video. Remember that?
Is this cinnamon toast?
Yeah, I'll take some cinnamon toast. I filmed a lot of old videos out here in the back. All that yellow grass.
It looks beautiful out here today.
It's lucky it's all yellow since it doesn't need to have any mowing, right?
Well, you said we didn't have to mow it. Well, we've been home for 3 days. So what my husband did, as is such a good engineer and made this chart, was one of these, we record the date, record his temperature. Then we go over to here, and he's taking 3 1/4 cartons of this peptamen that you saw earlier, and that's what his food is, 24/7.
And we have to record this every single day.
And I have to record this every single day. So gastric in. These two things, the food and the gastric, are being combined so that the gastric juice in our stomach is helping to actually break down the peptamen. And then over here is urine output. Because he's having food going in, we need to know, to see how much he's urinating. So we record that each day totaled. And then we go over.
How do you actually record how much urine it is?
We have a little container that measures.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, cc's. So that's what we do. And then over here, gastric output, we have a gastric tube that is actually into his stomach, and every 8 hours we drain it, and we actually record how much was in the catheter bag. There's a bag that is connected to it. So all his stomach juices that normally would, for a normal person, would be going in the intestines, his is being taken out of the stomach and then put back in through this other tube where the food is. So that's where it's like a recycling, using your own gastric juices to break down the peptamen. Huh. So that's the output of the gastric. And then of course you have to record if you're actually having bowel movements. So that's what that column is for. Then every day, hopefully he lost over 30 pounds when he went into the hospital. He's now weighing 165, which is 5 pounds up from before, and that's good. So we weigh him every day. And then he has another drain that is actually over the pancreas called the JP drain, which is very important to get all the infection, all the leakage and things from having the Whipple surgery out. So every day I record each total output for that. It's called a JP tube. So that is the record keeping that we do each day to know how he's doing. And this stuff is having to be measured because of having a gastric delay. That's the condition after having the Whipple surgery.
Yeah, but it normally doesn't take 40 days in a hospital, though.
Some people actually have gastric delay even longer. Oh. Right now, we're on this Thursday, it'll be 6 weeks that he has, he recovered from the surgery, and he had a great, outcome of the surgery. The cancer's gone at the moment. He still has to have chemo, but he's got to get his stomach working first before he can, and being built back up to his 190 pounds. So anyway.
When did you get this? I don't remember this. Yeah. I'm on here. Oh my goodness. I look so fat.
That was last September.
Why do I look so fat? I don't know. So that's all done. I installed I put like wood pallets, really thin wood pallets everywhere so he could move his little IV thing around the room, because that's what my mom asked me for help to do. Oh, by the way, I just had this. I'm not somebody who typically drinks soda, but I don't know if you've ever seen this before. This is Pennsylvania Dutch birch beer. I guess you could only get it on the East Coast. I don't know, I just tried this, and it is really tasty. This is my dad's favorite, and he can't drink this until he has to pour this in, and then he has to wait like a day or two to make it flat, and then he can drink it, because he's not allowed to have any carbonation. But, I don't know, Pennsylvania Dutch birch beer. I've never had this before up until now, and it's really good, so highly recommend. And no, I'm not sponsored. seems to be, wow, it's bright. Woo! There seems to be, actually, let's see here. Can this, perhaps more bright. If I turn down, there we go. I'm adjusting my, I'll just keep it at the normal rate, I guess, 140. Turn this down, does that make anything? I have everything set to auto. I don't know why it's not, and let's adjust. This is my new camera, so apologies. People seem to be under the impression that anything in a video, if I show off a brand, if I show something that I drink, if I eat a product, they're, by definition, I have to be sponsored by them. And that's just simply not the case. I am a consumer, just like you and everybody else, right? And if I like a product, I don't see an issue with me telling people that I like it. And just because I like something doesn't mean that I'm being paid to like it. And by the way, according to the law, I'm supposed to disclose if I'm being paid for something, which, as far as I'm concerned, everything I've ever done, sponsored-wise, I've done my FTC disclosure. Like, I've always made sure I put a hashtag ad if it's a paid thing on Twitter. If I put it in a video on YouTube, you know that it's sponsored because, well, I'm being paid for it, and I've always made that abundantly clear. So for people to say that, oh my goodness, you're sponsored by Birch Beer now because you drank their product, it's just, calm down. Not everything in life is paid for. I'm a normal person like you, and I just happen to like Birch Beer. As long as you understand, and we can agree on that sometimes I like products, and sometimes I will tell you that if I like something, doesn't mean that I'm being paid for it. And to end this vlog, go check out my Amazon affiliate links down below in the description box. Such a sellout, right? No, in all seriousness though, I have a Canada URL, shop on Amazon using Canada, using my affiliate link. I have a USA Amazon link, shop on Amazon using my Amazon affiliate link. I also have a third link down below in the description. Also, it's the very first link, I'm going to put it in this video, which is my Amazon influencer program. And what this is, it allows me to make a list of all the products that I personally own and have purchased already myself. And a lot of that stuff is constantly being updated because I'm adding more stuff that I personally own, I bought with my own money, and things that I would recommend for you guys. So if you want to click the very first link down below in the description, it's my Amazon influencer page, which means these are products that I own. In fact, the camera lens that you're seeing right here, the camera that I'm using, everything is on that list. And if you buy it, I get a small percentage of the commission of your purchase. That's how it works. And then I get turned into an Amazon gift card. I think it's pretty cool. And I'm going to keep pouring myself out with my Amazon because there are products that I believe you should probably try or buy or use that I personally use myself. I'm also adding books on there, some of my favorite books that I read, and some of my favorite books that I own. So if you are a book reader, if you like technology, if you like video games, if you just overall even like sex toys, there's some lube on there. There's the brand of lube I use. Yes, I'm being completely open and transparent with this. You can even find the brand of lubrication that I've used. So if you're interested, check out my Amazon influencer page. Oh, I'm a whore, aren't I? I'm a little slut. But thank you for watching this vlog. Maybe I'll do more vlogs like this in the near future. I don't know. I'm not very good at vlogging. I'm learning. I'm getting better. I'm expanding the variety that I do on this channel. So if you managed to watch this all the way to the end, kudos to you, because I'm pretty sure most people won't.